How amazing is this? New York Stock Exchange. So I remember being, do you want me to use the microphone?
There's a microphone right behind you.
Can everybody hear me okay? Is this better? Is that better? Okay. So I remember being in 11th grade in high school, and my economics teacher was saying, hey, we've got a field trip, we're gonna go to the New York Stock Exchange. I think this is awesome. So this is pre-9/11. Unfortunately, I was in the school band, played the saxophone, and my band director said, not a chance in hell you're going to the New York Stock Exchange. You gotta play your part tonight. And you gotta be kidding me. So when Zach told me that, hey, you know what, we're gonna be going to the New York Stock Exchange, I'm like, this is a freaking dream come true, until that Madison Square Garden thing. So I really just want to talk about a couple of things. One thing that I have focused most on that Zach taught me very well, especially through the Tim Ferriss books, is getting comfortable with being uncomfortable, right? So even standing here now, I just have a few notes written down. I'm just gonna do this on the fly. But basically, it all starts with, I'll never forget my first appointment. The first AXA ticket that I did was in October of 2017. And I remember Zach saying, all right, this is what you're gonna do. We prepped, we practiced, we role played, and I went into that meeting on a Saturday morning, I felt unstoppable, right? But it was just that one annuity, it was AXA SCS. We did about $300,000 rollover on that one. And just two other quick stories. One, recently he talked about the big one. Well, the big one, it took 3 years to do. It was a $1 million term conversion to a VUL. And I knew these people had money. They live in Potomac, Potomac, Maryland, which is one of the richest cities to live in the country, okay? So I'm in Montgomery County. This particular client, he is, in fact, one of Trump's economic advisors, okay? He's written a book, really smart, but he knows nothing about life insurance, nothing. So I went in and I felt bulletproof. Anybody that doesn't know Tom Robb, I don't know, so AXA Life, so anybody in New York, I'm sorry, but Tom Robb actually joined me on that call. He called in, he's in Seattle, and we put together a phenomenal meeting where we basically pivoted and let the client's wife sell the policy. $76,000 annual premium for that VUL. I was all smiles. But you gotta stay hungry, lifetime learning. And then the third one, on the way here, I took the bus. I'm proud I got to work on the way here. So long story short, everybody wants to sit by themselves on the bus. I'm doing the same because I want to spread out. Well, I hear this lady saying, oh, we're not going to get to sit together. And hear the girl say, it's okay, Mom, don't worry about it. She's like, no, it's your 18th birthday. And I'm like, all right, like, hey, you can sit here. This is fine. I'll just sit with somebody else. So lo and behold, I actually knew who the girl was. She was best friends with the daughter of one of my good friends back home. Small world. So I ended up talking to the daughter's mom the whole time. She's a dietitian, she's a doctor. Had a phenomenal conversation. My 3.5-hour ride here from Maryland felt like an hour. It went by really quick. Well, my whole thought process is I love to schmooze people. But it's a genuine schmooze. It's not like I don't like to say I'm a good BSer. I just like to get to know people. So long story short, I got up and I said, "Hey," I said, "You're going to college, right?" She said, "Yeah, I'm going to school in New Hampshire." I said, "Good for you." I said, "Are you working?" And she goes, "Yeah, making about $14 an hour." I'm like, "Oh my God, I would have killed to make that kind of money when I was your age." But long story short, I asked her flat out. I said, "Do you have a Roth IRA?" And she just had no idea. So then I turned to the mom. "Do you have a Roth IRA? Or does she have a Roth IRA?" And she says, "No." I said, "I do those." I said, "You give me a call." So I gave her my card, and she said, "Oh my gosh, we're here for a week. I'll give you a call next week." I said, "Awesome." So those are just a few things that getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. You know more than you think. This is a job that you got to be passionate about. You got to learn your stuff. The more you learn, the more you practice, then you can apply it. It's all about the level of confidence, and I can honestly go into the next point that I wanted to talk about was getting to know your wholesalers. So if you don't know who your wholesalers are for, whether it's annuities, mutual funds, pick up the phone, call Zach, email Zach, talk to Jacob Hines, who's Zach's internal, and just say, look, I really want to get better at this. And it took time. I mean, I started with, the VUL is what I was told, hey, the VUL is what you can do. I became an expert on that, but even learned more through the Kickstarter, so I filled in some gaps with that, which was amazing. Mutual funds, I took 4 one-hour calls with a different mutual fund company. I'm actually going to black out and not even mention their name because I'm making the transition to Invesco. I really appreciate quality wholesaling where they're going to come out to my office, they're going to meet with me, sit down with me, really want to earn my business. But you can just take the time to learn it. And then there's so many strategic partners, you're going to go crazy trying to learn everything. So pick 1 or 2 companies, get to know them really well, and I guarantee you, you're going to feel so much more confident with those meetings coming up. Lastly, I just wanted to talk about Kickstarter. I'm very grateful to be part of such an amazing program. I do want to take some time out. I didn't mention at the beginning, but everybody, I'm going to stop right now. Let's give Zach a huge round of applause. I would not be half the advisor I am today without that man. I think that the numbers look great, but you got to put in the time, you've got to learn it, you've got to practice it, then apply it. And I'm really grateful. I think that Kickstarter has filled in the gaps for me personally. And honestly, I mean, you're talking about getting comfortable with being uncomfortable, getting to know your wholesalers. At the end of the day, this Kickstarter program, honestly, I believe it's just done a world of wonders. I mean, people of all levels, people are very smart, and at the end of the day, I think that it's provided a layer of confidence, which is necessary for us to be the dynamic soldiers that we need to be. So all I can say is, let's grow, protect, and conquer.